Hello everybody, my name is Kenneth and welcome to or back to my YouTube channel. Today we are continuing our Mahalima journey. We're looking at the song ILAW or ILAW. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, so please let me know in the comments below. We have a lyric video and we have a performance from a live jam of the song. I wanted to do the lyric video first so that I could kind of focus more on the lyrical side of things and try and see what I could pick up meaning wise from that. I have read somewhere, I can't remember where I read it, but I can remember that I read somewhere that the song is about dealing with the group's position in the spotlight. I think I remember reading that. Again, in the comments, if I'm totally wrong or if I've just misread it and misremembered something, please let me know in the comments. But yeah, we're going to get into this reaction. I like this art style of the lyric video.
Kanina ay nahuli ang aking sarili. Nakangiti na naman at nagkukuli. Nang tunay na kailanman ay di ko maipagsasabi na naman.
Okay, so already so far we've got a very raw and intimate song. It's just the guitar, and I think that it's Ken. Again, I am still really not good at working out whose voice is who, but I think this is Ken, or it might be Justin. This is where I go, like, in the future to the live performance and I have no idea and I get it wrong. But yeah, you have the vocals and the guitar is really, really raw. You can hear the strumming of the guitarist, and it's very softly mixed, I think, so far. I just want to say as well, the lyric video so far, it's this kind of hand-drawn slash painted looking thing with a really unique art style. I'm really enjoying it so far. Generally, lyric videos are quite simplistic in design and production. Obviously, the kind of big bucks go for the music video. But it's nice to see this kind of effort being put into the lyric video. I'm really liking. I was really liking the first shot of the house in the street, and then this kind of empty road where the character in the scene is by themselves, and they're bathed in the light, but they're not fully immersed in it yet. Lyrically, we've already got this kind of thing of, if I was right with my understanding of what I'd read, you've got this kind of idea that the voice of this character is concealing parts of themselves from their audience or from the people around them, and it really works. Those lyrics really work with this image again of the road, because there's no one around. But even though there's no one around, the character still won't stand directly beneath the streetlight. Again, I think the streetlight is a very obvious symbol of the spotlight and of fame and notoriety. Yeah, let's carry on.
At pagdating sa aking tahanan ay hindi ko na naman mahanap aking susi. Saang lubalap ko bato na itabi pasintabi na naman.
I'm gonna go back, don't worry. But this song as well so far, it feels very stream of consciousness kind of execution in terms of how it's being sung and how the lyrics are being presented and have been written. You've got this kind of idea of here when the character is narrating when they made it home, you've got this very almost vlog kind of style, in terms of, or storytelling kind of style going on, where I say vlog because we're following this kind of story. But you know, it's very stream of consciousness. I forgot my keys. Where did I leave my keys? It's very in the moment, and kind of as it's happening. And again, it reinforces that intimacy, but also it reminds us that we are in the thoughts of this character. I'm going to call the song the character here, just because of the fact that in the art we have a character, rather than a specific member.
Dating sa aking tahanan ay hindi ko na naman mahanap aking susi. Saang lubalap ko ba to na itabi? Pasintabi na naman, na naman. Nalilito, nahihilo na sa inyo. Nasaan na nga ba ang sarili kong pagkatao?
I'm gonna go back because I really like on the Angsara Sarili. I'm sorry, I'm really not. I don't speak Tagalog, but I really like that role. The role is really satisfying. I like the way the song is building. We've gone from this kind of very closed kind of environment, and now it's almost like story-wise we're stepping closer into this light. I love the change in artwork too. I love that growl as well. I use the phrase, it sounds like a cry a lot, but again, you know, in this song, it's, I'm going to use the word strain, but I don't mean this in a negative way when I say this. It's like the character is straining, you know, again, I'm referring to the song as a character here. It's like the group are desperately straining for us to hear how they're feeling, and they're really letting us in. There's this kind of weird juxtaposition of the scene in terms of the character has their hood up, they're in like a jacket, but then they're in bare feet, and they're still in the road, but their posture, it's almost like they're relaxed still, and it's kind of like in this image, it's kind of like with the lyrics, it's almost like the purpose of the image is almost to tell us, the listener, in spite of all this chaos and loss of identity and confusion, that they trust us enough to let us in to that side of things. Because obviously, you know, when you think about celebrity culture and pop culture, there is a very parasocial situation going on in a lot of cases where we only see a very limited piece of artists and celebrity lives, and so we you know, none of us can really say like, oh, we know the idol or the artist, the celebrity, the actor whomever they are. We can't say that we know them. And so it's really nice in this moment of the song where they are kind of calling for help. They are lost and they are confused, that they're able to signify to us that they are letting us in and that we are allowed to see this. Um, um, and it's like this line of, "I don't understand any of you anymore." It's almost like they're talking. I think it's a double meaning of, they're talking to one another as a group, but they're talking to us, and they're talking to the people that are watching them, perform on stage and watching them from afar. Um, and it's really really interesting.
Nasaan na nga ba ang sarili kong pagkatao? Sino bang may tenga sa mga bulong ko? Kahit pa ako'y sumigaw ay malabo.
There with I think that's Pablo. I think I'm working out Pablo very well at the moment. Here he talks he talks about who can lend an ear and listen to my whispers, and he talks about shouting. And there is a kind of shout in his voice as he, again, that kind of strain that I was talking about, again, not bad strain, but that kind of strain that I was talking about, where they're desperately using their voice to reach out through this chaos. And I don't want to say a cry for help, but it is that kind of thing of it very much feels like a cry for help in this moment. Kahit pa ako'y sumigaw ay malabo. Oh, at tao po, pakinggan nyo naman ako. Bakit ninyo subukan buksan ang bukas namang pinto? Nang tuluyan ang makita nyo, tunay na ako, di nagtatago. Sa likod na bumubulang na ilaw na to. Oh, that is beautiful. You've got this big vocal throughout this chorus section, and then it just fades out to that very vulnerable. That very vulnerable vocal, and it sounds so beautiful. I also like this kind of idea again of the contrasting between shouting and whispering, and the idea that it doesn't matter whether they do either, because people aren't listening, but they want people to listen. Again, I love this idea of, why won't you try opening the door that isn't even closed? There's so many times where, not just obviously in this context, but in other contexts, people are confused, are lost, are needing help. And the signs are so obvious and so blatant that you have to be willfully ignoring the signs to say that you hadn't noticed or anything. And I love that metaphor of the door being open and the thoughts and worries and everything being easily visible and accessible to us as the listener, and to the people in the song that they're referring to, that they want to hear these cries for help. it's a really really simple metaphor, but it's so effective. And again, you know, we're in their thoughts here in this song, and the idea that they're not only letting us in to our thoughts, but they're letting us in so willingly. You know, the door isn't even closed. You can just come in. I think that's really beautiful. This kind of expression of love for the people around them. And whether, again, that refers to 18 or whether that refers to themselves, you know, in their own maybe confusion and kind of loss as they traverse celebritydom. You know, this idea that they are still open to one another or to us. We just have to go in. You know, it's so nice.
Subukan buksan ang bukas namang pinto nang tuluyan ang makita nyo. Tunay na ako, di nagtatago sa likod ng bumubulang na ilaw na to.
And again, sorry, I'm pausing so much. I'm so sorry. But they're talking specifically about seeing the real me. In relation to the image, I like the fact that the image is quite hazy. You know, at night when you walk a street and you're under street lights and stuff like that, there is sometimes that haze. And I like that idea, that continuing metaphor of the blinding light, spotlight, that kind of celebritydom mixed in with the natural unnatural effect of the night on the environment. Again, when you walk around at night, it's very hazy and details become lost. And I like the way that leads in and leans into the lyric about showing the real me, because just like when you're seeing a person on stage, again, things are distorted, things are changed to fit that you know, that very limited context. And again, it's about the group and the boy saying, come closer, allow those details that have been misshapen or distorted, allow those to come into focus and see not just the performance and the performer, you know, that sings on stage for an allotted period of time, see every part of me and every part of us, and be close to us, and I'd argue even help us navigate this so that we don't lose our self in that way either. You know, we don't distort ourselves, and we don't forget where we came from, and we don't forget who we are. This is a really beautiful song. I'm only a minute and 3 seconds into this, but it's a really beautiful song.
Napapamuni-muni sa kawalan ng huni, di mapapirmi aking sarili. Ilang ang dahilan kung ako ngayon nasan man, ngunit kailangan kong magpahinga, patayin ang ilaw pansamantala.
So ILAW is light, I'm guessing. This is so beautiful. I'm gonna go back to this because I wanted to pause because I wanted to pick up on the ILAW lyric, because again we've gone back to that first image, and it makes even more sense now, why we've got such a focus on lights apart from the metaphorical references.
Napapamuni-muni sa kawalan ng huni, di mapapirmi aking sarili. Ilang nga ang dahilan kung ako ngayon nasan man, ngunit kailangan kong magpahinga, pati ng ilupan samantala. Bakit ganito? Inakalang magbabago, kabayaran ba dito'y sarili ko'y maglalaho?
That is such a heartbreaking lyric. Is losing myself the price I need to pay? In that whirlwind and that fast-paced life of celebritydom, and that disconnect from the life that they lived before, that's a heartbreaking lyric to read, because he listening to this kind of the story and the struggle that the members are going through is so heartbreaking as it is. You've got this need to rest and turn off the lights. They can't put themselves at ease, and then that final lyric before the next chorus, it's like a final dagger in the heart, because it's like, if I forget who I am, if I forget where I came from, if I become, if I allow the blinding light, the spotlight, the celebrity to distort me and change me, will that help? That's the kind of thing it feels like. Like there's almost this feeling that losing themselves would be better than this struggle that they're having, and that's really heartbreaking. I love that little vocal we have in the background. I'm gonna cry. No, I'm not allowing it. Just the way that you can hear the sadness. I'm sorry. The way you can hear the sadness in the voice.
Mag-isip ng kung ano-ano, kailan bang laya ko dito? Ito malabo. Sino bang may tenga sa mga bulong ko? Kahit pa ako sumigawing malabo, at tao ko, pakinggan nyo naman ako. Di nyo subukan buksan ang bukas ko ng pinto, nang tuluyan ang makita nyo. Tunay na ako, di nagtatago, sa likod ang bumubulag na ilaw na ito.
How dare y'all? How dare y'all? I'm billing you for every tear. Sorry, I had to make a joke. It's kind of my thing. When things get too real, I try and make people laugh. This. I almost wish I'd heard this song earlier. I think I still would have cried, but I think if I'd have if I'd not known as much about the guys, I might not have cried as much. That middle 8 section, it sounded like, it sounded so hopeful musically at first, but then lyrically it was just this outpouring. And then oh, I'm sorry guys, just the way just I don't even know where to go from here. Like, I just want to say, I know there's things going on right now for the guys, but I really hope that in spite of all of that, I hope that they don't feel anywhere close to how they feel in this. I feel like as well, obviously I wasn't saying much at the latter half of that section of the song. I felt just like I felt like I just needed to listen. It might sound stupid, but it's the whole point of the song is that they want people to listen, and they want people to hear them and see them. And so I wanted to give them that, if that makes sense. It might sound really, really silly, but I wanted to give them that. This is... I'm scared now. I don't want to... I'm scared. I don't want to cry more. Okay. We're here. Ken is in frame. I am not ready.
Kanina ay nahuli ang aking sarili, nakangiti na naman at nagkukubli, nang tunay na kailanman ay di ko maipagsasabi na naman. At pagdating sa aking baharan ay
That was Josh.
wala naman mahanap aking susi,
You can see the pain in their faces. We haven't even gotten anywhere in the song, and you can already see the pain in their faces.
Nalilito, nahihilo na sa inyo. Nasaan na nga ba sa
Justin's voice is really good.
pagkatao? Sina, bang may tenga sa mga bulong ka? Kahit pa ako sumigaw ay malabo. Oh, tao po, pakinggan niyo naman ako. Bakit di niyo subukan buksan ang bukas namang pinto? Nang tuluyan ang makita niyo, tunay na ako, di nagtatago. Sa likod ng bumubulag na ilaw na to.
Before we get into the next part, I've got a couple of things I want to say. First of all, when we were listening to the lyric video, I thought that Justin's part was Stell, because as I said, I'm still not 100%. But that is honestly just a testament to Justin's voice, because it's so good. Pablo is so in tune with this song, as all of the members are, but he is on another level. You know, he's so feeling the music and the tone of the song and the feeling behind the song, that, you know, he's processing it with his eyes closed, and he's really taking it in. I just want to say as well, this person that's behind Stell, there's almost like a feeling. It looks like a feeling of like appreciation, and she really looks like she's listening, which I think is so important with songs like this. You know, you go on shows and performances like this, and it's very easy for interviewers to, I'm assuming interviewers or presenters, if that's the case in this particular event, I'm not sure, but it's very easy to detach yourself from that emotional part of the song, in those kind of situations, whereas this person actively looks like she's listening and taking in the song, which I like. I know it's unrelated to the group. I did think this was Justin. Oh, his high notes. Oh, did you hear that break? Oh, there. It's like, and this is not a criticism, he's so in his emotions that his voice literally reacted to it. The growls in this song are I just want to say, the way that Pablo grabs the mic, I think it's here. Obviously they're stood and they don't have mic stands and stuff like that, but the idea of like him holding the mic to steady himself in this moment shows just how much they're putting into this song.
Ito na naman ako.
Oh no, I'm going.
Tungo sa presinto. Nag-iisip ng kung ano-ano. Kailan bang laya ko dito? Ito na naman ako. Pwede bang ipagpaliban muna ng isang linggo? Pwede muna bang hinto?
Oh, that cry in the background.
Ako'y papalapin na bigas iyabak ng bawat takbang nitong paa patungo sa lugar kung saan ayaw kong bumunta.
The way that the music climbs at this part.
Wala na ba? Patuloy ang aking paghahanap sa pag-asa. Ngunit wala saysay pa ang pagmamahal.
I didn't notice the guitar in the back of this part
Kapuluhan nitong aking pagkita.
before. Oh, sorry, the way that his voice, he was using vibrato, but the vibrato was very faltering. I didn't even notice that in the lyric video, but the way that that little melody, it almost sounds like the sound you make when you're crying. And I know I've said like crying a lot, but there's a difference between a cry and the sound you make when you're crying. It's that kind of that whimper sound. And the melody there that Pablo was singing very much affected that kind of same response. It sounded like a whimper, but musically, so you guys, you're all fired. I don't even know where to begin. That was so emotional. And I really wasn't expecting it. I thought, we've had some ballad songs, we've had some, more up-tempo songs, I was like, I'm ready. The only time I've cried at anything Mahalima related, it was the Casual Chuck series. I'm gonna be fine. Yeah, that wasn't the case. I'm really struggling to put into words just how much that affected me. Sorry, I'm just looking at frames throughout as I talk, and I'm going to show you this frame. this frame, Pablo looks like he's in such catharsis singing this song and listening to this song being sung around him. It it's music does have that effect, um, and it's why so many good songs come out of heartbreaking and sad situations. I they didn't need to break my heart like this. As I said earlier, I hope they're doing so much better in themselves. I hope that they are comfortable with who they are, both as a group and individually. I I I was not emotionally prepared for this. Um, I can see now why there were so many requests for this song. Again, I remember posting that first video on Gento, and uh, again, you guys were like, react to this, go check this out, go watch this, go do, and ILAW came up so many times. I think I'm pronouncing that right now. I think. Um, but I mean, let's just talk about the songwriting for a second. Musically, this was astute, and I love the word astute, so I'm going to use the word astute. The way it builds and the way the musicality grows throughout the song. That middle eight section again, obviously it was so much easier to hear in this, but that guitar, if you weren't listening to it with lyrics or you weren't aware of the lyrics, it would be very easy to go, oh, this is the hopeful part of the song, because that rising accompaniment, not just in volume but in terms of notation, that rising accompaniment, it sounds so hopeful and so powerful, and then it just breaks down to who 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 um I think that's what the lyric was. um but you know the lyric I'm talking about. Sino, I think is how you pronounce it. um it, can I go on holiday now? That's a joke. That's a joke. Um, but that hit me. That really hit me in the heart. Um, I don't think I have anything more to say. So thank you guys so much for joining me on this reaction, and be gentle with me in future. Warn me if the song is gonna break my heart, please. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys. Bye.